हरे कृष्णा, दंडवत प्रणाम टू ऑल द व्यूवर्स. तो आज का हमारा टॉपिक है सुपरस्टिशंस एंड so okay, I do believe that there is one power, the supreme power, and which is Krishna's power, and all the other powers, yes, they do exist, but Krishna is way superior to all these other powers. And once you surrender to Krishna, Krishna protects his devotee, and Krishna makes plans for his devotees. And that's why somewhere I feel that superstition or that nature, superstitious nature, is somewhere down the line is saying that we are not completely dependent on Krishna, and we are not completely surrendered to Krishna, and we are not completely having faith in the Lord. Superstitious nature, for example, I'll give you that you show your birth chart and people do recommend I've seen many people recommend some stones to wear in a like a pearl or some sapphire or कोई भी एक stone देते हैं, and ये stone पहनने से this will happen, that will happen. And मैं एक आपको example देती हूँ. When I had come to Mumbai, I was studying my BMS, and someone suggested you can wear a pearl ring, and I wore that pearl ring, and there was no at that time I didn't think of of course I was associated with iskcon at that time as well, but I never thought in that aspect. I just wore it. And I will tell you one thing. There was some incident in my life after my first show that I completely surrendered to the Lord. And that incident was like after watching an episode of Bhagavad Gita, and I was listening to that in 2019 probably. 2019, yes. I was listening, it was lockdown, and I was listening to Gita that time, and that made me realize, what am I doing? I just removed everything. I had a piercing here, and I removed my the rings and everything, and that time I had surrendered to the Lord, and I say, whatever however you want me to go ahead, and I'm yours, and I've surrendered to you. I'm a puppet of yours, and however you want me to dance for your pleasure, I'm ready and willing to give my birth to you. And from now onwards, whatever you want me to do, I will do it for your pleasure. And after that, I got the best, that I got my show, and then I came out of the show. I decided to, that all magical things happened. I met my Guru Maharaj when I was 22 years old, and everything, magic started happening from that moment, is instantly. So yeah, I do remember that incident which occurred in my life when I was 19, and it was during lockdown. I was 20 or 19, somewhere like that. And yeah, so that was I was listening to Gita, and I watched that episode, and it just I don't know what happened. But these are magical things which happen. So I don't believe in all the astrological stones and I'll tell you, astrology, it's true, it's reading your karma from previous birth. That is what your birth chart shows, and it shows क्या कर्म किए हैं पिछले जन्म में, एंड बहुत सारे कर्म का खेल है वो सब संचित कर्म एक साथ इकट्ठे हैं, उसमें से एक चिट निकाल के प्रारब्ध कर्म उसे कहते हैं, वो शुरू हुआ है, एंड दैट इज द रीडिंग ऑफ योर एस्ट्रोलॉजिकल बर्थ चार्ट. सो यस, द बर्थ चार्ट इज ट्रू, बट I don't believe in these stones and the planets and Rahu Ketu, and that is just going to give you your fruit of your karma, these planets and all. And I do believe that Krishna is above that, and I do believe that all these planets become favorable, all these fruits of your karma becomes favorable for you, or starts becoming that fruit of the karma starts becoming favorable and start becoming, it gives you what it just makes you grow in your spiritual life. Once you've surrendered to the Lord, I feel that whatever happens in your life, no matter good, bad, always takes you closer to Krishna. The perspective, you have to change your consciousness that whatever is happening is willingly happening, and it's for the growth, and it's for getting me close to the Lord. If I'm sad, I come even much more closer to Krishna. I talk to him, I cry in front of him, I take his shelter even more. And if I'm happy, I still, go to the Lord and praise the Lord. And so whatever ups and downs are happening in your life are for the benefit of your spiritual journey and is for getting you close to Krishna. And I do believe in this. So all these planets, I do remember, Ravan was, he had controlled all the planets. Of course, he's Ravan. He's a very, very great devotee of Lord Vishnu. And wo Dwarpal hai, Jai Vijay. He's one of the, that's the past story. But he is a very, very great devotee of the Lord. But he was cursed, and then he took birth as Ravana, who is supposed to, so let's not go there. But he controlled, and he was a devotee of Mahadev. And what I want to say is that Krishna is way above all these planets. And he has there's a lot of karma and karmic baggage which every soul is carrying. But remember one thing, all that can be burned in 1 second if you're completely surrendered, and if it's just by Krishna's mercy that everything will just get burned. So yes, this ring aspect, I'm just telling you that I don't believe in it. I do believe that my Lord is above all these things, and whatever he's doing, he will be doing for my benefit and for my spiritual journey's benefit. So all this stone and all these things, I think wearing that somewhere shows that you're not having faith in Krishna. So I do believe the superstitions bring you a little away from your Lord. Second aspect I want to talk about is black magic. And koi nazar lagta hai aapko and all these things. See, if someone has a thought or ill thought about you, that's their karma being created. Even thoughts are being noted down. And nazar lagti hai ye wo, I don't believe in all these things. I believe that if someone's thinking wrong, they are creating their karma. And black magic and all these dark things do exist, but it's like it's nothing in front of Krishna. It's like I've heard Premanand Ji Maharaj say that 100 तांत्रिक लोगों को बिठाए और बोले अब मेरे ऊपर करो, and then no one can even touch your hair. No one can even touch your hair because you are a devotee of the Lord. You have taken shelter of Krishna. No one dare can touch your hair or do something wrong to you until and unless your karma is wrong with that person. Whatever hurts you, I've told you in this other video also that whatever hurts you is your own karma. Is your own karma. Of course, in some birth, you have troubled that soul in a similar way that comes back to you. But until unless, like, if your heart is pure, if your thoughts are pure for everyone, you're thinking pure for everyone, you're sacrificing oneself for that other person, and if then also someone thinks ill about you and doing something, all these things for you, it will not affect you. Trust me, it will never affect you. Your Lord is standing there in front of you to protect you. So I don't believe in this aspect, and if you do believe it, then somewhere down the line that it shows that you don't believe in Krishna's power because you're believing in some other power. So this aspect also I don't believe. So yeah, all these superstitious nature, it just gets you away from Krishna, and it just shows that, it shows Krishna as well, because Krishna also is seeing your thoughts. It shows that you don't believe in Krishna's power, which is the ultimate power. No power is greater than Krishna's power, because he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He's the Supreme Personality of Godhead. No one will, nothing. If Krishna wants to protect you, no one can harm you. And that's, you just have to write it down your end. My Lord is there, my Lord will take care, and my Lord will always protect me if he really wants to. And whatever is happening in my life, I am doing it for Krishna's pleasure. I heard in Prabhupada's lecture that a devotee doesn't ask for Lord's mercy or for services also. He doesn't ask for anything. He doesn't ask for anything. That is a true devotee. कुछ भी नहीं मांगते वो, सर्विस भी नहीं मांगते. ये मटेरियल एस्पेक्ट तो छोड़ ही दीजिए, वो खुद के अच्छे के लिए भी कभी कुछ नहीं मांगते हैं, या सेवा भी नहीं मांगते, कुछ भी नहीं मांगते. मटेरियल छोड़ दीजिए, स्पिरिचुअल ग्रोथ भी नहीं, कुछ भी नहीं मांगते, बिकॉज दे नो दैट व्हाट माई लॉर्ड विल डू for my best. Gopis, they are the maha bhav. We can't think about just to mimic them, but they are like, I told this, Krishna had a headache. I told this story in some video that no one gave the dust of their lotus feet, because Krishna's headache would be cured with a devotee's dust of the devotee's lotus feet. So Rukmini Mata said, no, we can't take this sin to, just give dust from my feet. And, no one was ready to go to hell. But the gopis, just one instantly, they said that, just take it. Even if I will suffer in hell after giving that dust of my lotus feet, I will suffer in hell. But my Lord will not be in pain. My Lord will not suffer. If my suffering is going to give him pleasure, I'm ready to suffer. And that's what a devotee, a pure devotee is, that we are willing to go through hell. Even if you keep me in hell, Krishna, I don't mind, if that is giving you pleasure. Whichever circumstances you keep me in, all I want to do through my thought, words and deed is to give you pleasure. So yes, so this topic, today's topic was that superstitious nature somewhere takes you away from Krishna. And away from Krishna as in, like, if you're believing in some other power, then आपका कहीं ना कहीं faith कम पड़ रहा है आपके नारायण पे. And I do believe that magic happens with people who believe in magic. Magic does exist. Problem क्या है ना, कलयुग में हम लोग कहीं ना कहीं इतने मलिन हो चुके हैं कि हम लोग को ये बस पौराणिक कथाएं लगती है जो हम लोग ने सुनते आए बचपन से. महाभारत, रामायण, इट्स नॉट जस्ट कथा. ये सब सतयुग, त्रेता युग, द्वापर युग में लोग बहुत प्योर थे, हमसे ज़्यादा प्योर थे. एंड तभी ये सब चीज़ें थी. बट अभी हमको ये सब देखने को नहीं मिलता है. ऑफ कोर्स मैजिक डज एग्जिस्ट. ये सब हम लोग सब कृष्णा के अंश हैं. एंड जितना हम प्योरीफाई करेंगे खुद को, we start seeing magic, we start seeing Krishna in everyone and everything, and we want that, and that only happens with Krishna's mercy. For that we have to show how serious we are and how seriously and sincerely we want to see Krishna and want to go back to Krishna. So yes, magic only happens with people who believe in magic. And I feel bhakti, you have to remove that logical, that practical aspect of it. You have to, when you're a devotee of Krishna, You have to have faith in miracles and magic, and miracles do come in your life, and magic does happen. And there is so much that every devotee must have gone through somewhere down the line, that Krishna हर टाइम आए हैं उन्हें बचाने के लिए, थ्रू समवन और समथिंग. हमें बस वो रूप हम जान नहीं पाते, नहीं तो हमारे आजू बाजू सब लोग जो है वो नारायण का ही हिस्सा है, वो कृष्णा पार्ट एंड पार्सल है. वो कहीं ना कहीं किसी रूप में कृष्णा ओनली कम्स टू हेल्प अस, कृष्णा ओनली कम्स टू गाइड अस, कृष्णा इज देयर इन योर हार्ट. एंड यस, miracles do happen. And जो हमारे संत महात्मा है उनको उतनी प्योरिटी आती है कि वो सिद्धि प्राप्त कर पाते हैं. बट हाँ, वो सिद्धि के पीछे नहीं भागना चाहिए. व्हेन Krishna asks, you want this power or me? You have to always choose Krishna, not that siddhi or not that that magical this thing, you know. So जितना हम हम्बल रहे, जितना हमें चॉइसेस दी जाए लाइफ में, दिस और कृष्णा, जितने बार हम कृष्णा को चूज़ करते गए, उतनी बार हम टेस्ट पास करेंगे और उतनी जल्दी हम कृष्णा के पास, राधा रानी के पास पहुँचेंगे. So yes, please, this was a short video and I hope you liked it. Please start chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Don't waste this human birth, and I hope and pray that we all keep seriously every day work towards the Lord and not get distracted. So please pray for me as well, and I hope we all please our Lord, our Guru Maharaj and Radha Rani. So yes, Hare Krishna, Radha Radha.